this journey, of early writing, early dissent, that I've taken along with Heyday, it brought me into contact with a lot of interesting people. It's not the only reason, but there are a lot of connections. And one of those folks over the last few months is the great Oliver Stone, who had been connected to Bob Scheer previously in life. And in one sense, I think his work, if I may, Oliver, life and work has at varying levels been, an analysis, a commentary on some of the same themes, among others, of patriotism, Americanism, the human condition itself, whether it's Platoon or Salvador to Born on the 4th of July, Heaven and Earth, and even the Untold History sort of nonfiction documentary that was really such a great work, to his own new book, which is out now, relatively new, Chasing the Light. And we've spoken so much about this, a memoir that really leads up to your 40th year, Oliver, just a little bit older than I am now. So with that, that's a long way of saying, to what extent, Oliver, and we've had these conversations, but maybe not on this exact inflection, how has your art, career, and life experience been influenced by evolving views on patriotism, Americanism, nationalism?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Danny. Nice build up there. I think your approach is very intellectual, and I respect that on you. You surprised me when I first met you. Here was a soldier who had been in Afghanistan who was able to write about it in a very clear-cut and strong protesting manner. That's obviously, I respected you for having served, for having believed, and having felt like you were duped. And then the more you investigated it, it seemed like you were getting more and more, you realized where the garbage was and the rubbish we hear. I'm enough of an American to really wonder, why is there no peace party in this country? Why? What happened to this? When John Kennedy was president, I liked what he said at the peace speech in June '63. He said, I'm talking about peace. He says, I'm talking not about a Pax Americana governed by weapons of war, but a real peace for everybody, a peace that can work for the Russians, a peace that can work for the Chinese. He was broad in his generosity. And that was a vision of America that really works. It's not enforcing peace. It's letting it happen because it's a natural state. There will always be disputes, yes. But as Franklin Roosevelt once said, these have a tendency of going away, these disputes. Let them pass, let live and let live. Roosevelt and Kennedy were much more in the American tradition for me than the presidents that have followed, because essentially I feel the American government has been captured by the intelligence agencies and the war state, the Pentagon. That's where the big money is. The lobbies, the people who work for them, the contractors, is enormous business, trillions of dollars spent every year. And we're in a grip of that. It's a form of slavery. We have no talk of peace in our country, no talk of peace. We only talk about enemies. Something is fatally wrong with this concept of, quote, patriotism.